Hello guys, welcome to Algorithms Made Easy. Today we will go through day 10 problem from the July Lead Coding Challenge, flatten a multi-level doubly linked list. Please like the video and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss any update. You are given a doubly linked list in which in addition to the next and previous pointer, it could have a child pointer, which may or may not point to a separate doubly linked list. These child lists may have one or more children of their own, and so on, to produce a multi-level data structure. We need to flatten the list so that all the nodes appear in a single level as a doubly linked list. We are given the head of the first level of the list. In the given example, we can see how the multi-level linked list will look like after flattening. We will discuss two approaches to solve the problem. First is recursive and second is iterative using stack. Let's start with the iterative approach. We will take this multi-level linked list as example. We are given the head of the linked list. We will initialize a temp variable with the head of linked list. Now we will loop till the temp is not null and perform the following operations. We will discuss them as we encounter them. On a high level, we just need to focus our attention when the temp has a child link, otherwise we simply need to update it to the next link. As the temp has no child, we move to 2. 2 now has a link to child, so we need to perform our operations on it. We will store next link in a variable. Now if we see the child list for node 2, we observe that it is in turn a multi-level linked list. So if we call our initial method on its method, it will give us a flattened list, which we can use to connect to our top list. So when we call method on this child, it is itself an input with head as 5. So we again take a temp variable pointing to head. Let's forget about the rest of the question and just focus on the internal list. We move to next link 6 and it is again has a child. So again we call method on the child 8 and store next link in a variable. We assign temp and move till temp is not null. As temp becomes null, we simply return head. The child variable will point to head of child list. So we now update temp.next to child and child.previous to temp and temp.child to null. Now we loop till we reach the last node of child list. As we reach it, we update the link between child and the next we stored before. We now update temp to child. This completes the if logic. And now, as always, we update temp to temp.next. This is how the list will look like when flattened up, with head as 5. Now this will be returned to the top list and will be stored in child variable. We now first update temp.child to null and temp.next to child, and then child.previous to temp. We now loop till we reach the end of child list and then update link between child and next. Temp is updated to child completing the if block, and as always we update temp to its next link. As no child exists for 4, we move ahead. Temps become null and so we break the loop and return head. We initialize the temp variable with head. We loop till temp is not null. If temp.child is not null, then we initialize next with temp.next. We store the response in child from calling method on temp.child. We then update temp.child to null, child.previous to temp, and temp.next to child. We loop to reach the last element in child list. Now we update link between child and next. We update temp to child. Outside the if, we always update temp with temp.next. At the end, we return the head. Now let's discuss how we can solve it by iterative approach. We will use stack for it. Let's take the same example and see how it differs. We will create a pseudo head whose next will point to head. We will also initialize a stack. Now we will initialize two more variable previous and current and at the start let them point to pseudo head. We will push head into stack and we will loop till stack is not empty. Now we pop 1 from stack and let current point to 1. We now update link between current and previous as shown. If the next node is present for the current, we push it into stack. At the end we make previous updated to current. As stack is not empty, we pop 2 from it and now current points to 2. We push next node 3 into the stack. As it also has a child node, we push that into the stack as well. And then we remove the child link of 2. Previous is updated to current. We now pop 5 and update current. We update link between previous and current and push next link of 5 into stack. Now we pop 6 and first push its next link and then its child link into stack. We will continue doing the same till the stack becomes empty. The stack is now empty and so we come out of the loop. We remove the previous link of head and then return sudo head.next. We will first initialize a stack and then create sudo head with next link to head. We'll initialize two variables current and previous pointing to sudo head. We then put head into the stack and loop till the stack is not empty. Inside the loop, we will first pop the node and store it in current. Then we update the link between current and previous. If the current.next is not null, we push the next node into stack. Then if current.child is also not null, we push the child node into stack and update the current.child to null. We then update previous to current. Outside the loop, we'll first remove the previous link of head and return sudo head.next. The time and space complexity is O of n in both the approaches. Here is the actual code snippet from the method. Also check out the link to the Java code in the description below. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the video.